We love your comments and questions. Thank you so much. Here's one from one of our viewers. Question: if my partner often gets low self-esteem, how can I support them in identifying what they need if they don't know? Sometimes neither of us know what they need and we feel stuck.
I'm Reid from ReidAboutSex.com.
I'm Cathy from theintimacydojo.com.
What's your advice?
Part of this is an experiment. Being in a relationship is kind of a learning process. So we often don't know. We can read books and go online and find different tips and think, oh, that sounds good. But it really comes down to trying different things. You might go to your partner and say, I have an idea. When I get low self-esteem, I'm feeling, sometimes I'm really tired. Could you remind me that I need to take a nap? Maybe we could take a nap together. Or it might be, maybe, different things can trigger low self-esteem and different things will bolster that. So figuring out some things that might work and trying them and say, well, that's better than that, but it didn't work great. Let's try some other things. Mm-hmm. It can actually be a fun way to work together in your relationship. And you don't even just have to do it with your partner. You can ask your friends to participate too. Yeah,
the first thing I'm going to say is if you're the only person who's trying to help your partner through their self-esteem issues,
it's really hard.
That's not healthy. And this can be difficult, but they need to have more resources at their disposal so that you're not the only one helping them. But you can definitely be the one cheering them on with their self-esteem and giving them words of affirmation or bolstering whatever their love languages are so that they feel cared for. And then, have them teach their friends and their community members what their love languages are and ask for help. It's when we silence ourselves and try to, not show what we're embarrassed about, especially around things like low self-esteem and depression and shyness. And there's all these things that we're ashamed of. When you start sharing what's going on for you, you'll be amazed at how much your true friends want to help because they want you to win. And in you sharing those things with them, they'll usually share with you what's going on for them, which means you're all more vulnerable, you're more connected, and when you feel less alone that way, and you're all cheering each other on, that can actually boost self-esteem. Because now you're a part of a collective that's helping each other.
Yeah. One of the things, I've suffered from low self-esteem a lot, especially in the past. And it's really easy when you're in that space to look for someone else to fix things. And it can be really empowering and it can actually raise your self-esteem to realize there are specific things you can do and try and test out. And so it's important, if you're in a relationship, not to put it all on your partner. Our conventional wisdom is a lot of times that if you love me, you'd fix it. And it's not really their job to fix low self-esteem. And it's also really helpful to remember that different times and different situations, different things are going to work to help you feel soothed. There's times I need a nap by myself, and there's times I need someone to give me a big hug and remind me of a couple things I did well.
You also, if you have a nerdy or geeky streak, you may want to do some research on the distinctions between low self-esteem, insecurity, things around depression and whatnot, so that you can start to map out what is going on for you. Some of us, we think one thing's happening when in reality it may be something else, and we just kind of mislabeled things. And so sometimes when you start to kind of play detective with yourself, you can start to have aha moments and a little bit more self-knowledge about actually what's going on for you, and there may already be resources out there.
Yeah. Your Reid's in readaboutsex.com/store, the jealousy program, 8-Armed Octopus of Jealousy, talks a lot about insecurities, and that's a really good program to look deeper into what emotions are shanghaiing.
There's a difference between jealousy and envy. And if you don't know that and you collapse the two, once you start untangling things and seeing what they are for what's actually happening, you have more choice and can pick better resources for yourself. So it's a lot about self-knowledge. And if you can get excited about learning, stop beating yourself up, because of course you don't know how to handle your self-esteem. You didn't learn how to handle your self-esteem from your parents, most of us. So forgiving yourself and then getting excited that there are changes and growth that you can make, and enrolling your community and your friends and your loved ones can help a lot.
Yeah. Great question. Thanks so much for asking. We hope this helps.
You are amazing for asking that question. You should consider your self-esteem raised and feel good about yourself and your partners. Bye.
Bye.